"Little man, would you come on? You keep it up, and you're going to make us late." My youngest brother paid no attention to me, grasping more firmly his newspaper-wrapped notebook and his tin-can lunch of cornbread and oil sausages. He continued to concentrate on the dusty road. He lagged several feet behind my other brothers, Stacy and Christopher John, and me, attempting to keep the rusty Mississippi dust from swelling with each step and drifting back upon his shiny black shoes and the cuffs of his corduroy pants by lifting each foot high before setting it down gently again. Always meticulously neat, 6-year-old little man never allowed dirt or tears or stains to mar anything he owned. Today was no exception. Hello, welcome to The Good Page, a book review podcast for young adult readers. I am your host, Mara, and today we will be discussing the book Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. This book was written by Mildred D. Taylor. Mildred D. Taylor is best known for her book Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. This book is part of the Logan's Family series. Typically, Taylor focuses on writing children's literature, and she tries to include themes such as family and race. She was born in Jackson, Mississippi. She's the great-granddaughter of a former slave. She bases her works on stories told to her by her family. She spent 2 years with the Peace Corps in Ethiopia. She was part of a Black Student Alliance. She developed a Black Studies program at the University of Colorado as well. This book has pretty good plots. They're easy to follow, but they have twists and they're not too predictable. This book includes the Jim Crow segregation, Black land ownership, sharecropping, and the Great Depression. This book is historic fiction. I also wanted to add that I heard there was a film. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but you should definitely try watching it. This book, it is set in Mississippi during the 1930s. The main character's name is Cassie Logan. She is headstrong, fights for her rights, and has quite a temper. Then there's her brother, her older brother, named Stacy. He's a natural leader, being the oldest sibling. He's 12, by the way. He has a lot of responsibility because his father is gone for most of the time. Then there's Cassie's younger brother, Christopher John. He's shy. He likes to keep out of trouble, which is hard to do considering who his siblings are. They always seem to be getting into trouble. Then there's Little Man, or Clayton Chester, but they prefer calling him Little Man as a nickname. He's the youngest brother. He's tidy. He's proud. And he also has a bit of a temper. Some of the plots are that Cassie's father, David Logan, he works for the railroad and only comes home on the holidays. In this book, Cassie is humiliated by a girl named Lillian Sims. Cassie's mother is a school teacher. She also organized a boycott against the Wallaces. The Wallaces are a family who cause a lot of trouble around the area. There are burnings of people's land, and people are being torn from their homes because the really tense way things were at the time. Then there is TJ, who is Stacy's best friend, but they happen to get into a fight, and TJ ends up hanging out with particularly two boys who get him into quite a bit of trouble. I think it's good that this book has so many plot lines because it makes it more realistic, because life doesn't just follow one plot. Unexpected things happen all the time. The author does a good job trying to tie up loose ends at the end of the story, which is nice. She does a good job developing her characters, and there are many good lessons to take away from this book. One being, always being grateful for what you have. But I also think this story takes quite a long time building up to the climax, which makes it kind of hard and slow to read. Not hard, but slow. I hope you enjoyed listening to this book review podcast. Next week's podcast will be The Light in the Forest. Good reading, and have a nice page.